Royals, what's going on? It's your girl Q the Queen here, back with another video. Before I get started, make sure if you're new to the channel that you hit the subscribe button. If you're loving the content, hit that like button. And if you have any thoughts, any feedback, any things you want to share with myself and the Royals, of course, hit that comment section, because me and my Royals, we talks about it. All right, so I didn't want to come on and be, sad, depressed, or bring anybody's spirits down. One thing that makes us all happy, like myself, I am sure you come to me because you are indeed sneakerheads and sneaker enthusiasts. So sneakers make us happy. Sneakers bring us joy. And so I wanted to keep within the vein of what both of us love, and I wanted to share with you my favorite Kobe sneaker of all time. I'm proud to say that I own this pair, and it's a pair that I've always wanted. I have it and I love it, and I want to share with you today. So for those who follow me on IG, you have seen this shoe a couple of times at this point, but I don't know if I've made it all the way clear that it's always been my favorite, and there's a reason why I have the pair. Okay, so this is not a replacement box. This is exactly what, if you really know Kobe's career, you understand why this is an Adidas box. So we're just gonna get into it. All right. Bam! So what you see here is what was originally known as the Adidas KB8. Okay, this is Kobe's first signature shoe when he was with Adidas. So let me grab both shoes out of the box, and the box just fell out my lap. Yeah, one thing I forgot to show you with this box, it's a little dusty, but so of course you have the Equipment Adidas logo, but also I may be able to catch the light, but if you notice, there's a glossy 8 that's imprinted right here as well. I'm not sure if it's showing up for you, but I'm trying to turn it so that you might be able to get a glimpse, but it's an 8 right here. So for those that remember the Kobe Bryant in the jersey number 8 days, which was a good portion of his career, probably the first, I want to say about the first 9-10 years of his career was in the number 8, and then he switched to number 24 to rebrand. So to have things that have the number 8 to me is special to me, just because these were the starting days of his career. These were the days where we weren't sure how great he was going to be. By the time he switched over to 24, there was controversy on his name, but he had an opportunity to rebrand and to build up on top of what he had already accomplished and become a global star by then. Number 24 is the global star. Number 8 is just the hungry, wanting to be one of the greatest, so, and then when you have a little bit of both, I mean, that's legacy, and Kobe, rest in peace, we miss you. But anyway, so this shoe right here is the shoe that pretty much started it all for the most part. As Kobe was a rising star, this is the shoe that he began kind of his line of sneakers with. And again, this is the KB8. I've always loved this model. If you guys have followed me long enough, I do talk about my love for Adidas. My love for this model might have something to do with my infinite love for Adidas, coming up as I was starting to be able to afford my own sneakers. Adidas was one of my go-to brands, and it'll always mean so much to me, even though I've kind of gone away from them in terms of like the newer models. I still mostly cop the classic models, especially when they re-release and maybe I never had a model. But yeah, man, take a good look, baby. You'll see a little scuff mark there. I haven't actually cleaned them since my last time wearing them, but I mean, I don't really care about that kind of thing. You can see those white stripes there looking nice and fat, patent leather. So, and this isn't about a detailed review. It's just me sharing with you a pair that, you know, this pair means a lot to me as it pertains to my ever wanting a Kobe shoe. I've been very honest and open about the fact that I've never really been a fan of Kobe's sneakers, specifically the Nike lineup. The 11, which was, I think was the, whatever he wore in his final game. I forget what that one was called. It's called Blackout or something like that. But that particular pair, I did want it, but it's cut so low I can't even see it looking right on my foot. But his Nike lineup does not compare to his first Adidas shoe. Now, I can't really speak for the other, I think he had about 3 or 4 signatures under the Adidas line. Out of that entire line, this first one to me is the best. And this first one also to me is the best out of Adidas and the Nike line. And that's just me. That's just me. I just love the style of the shoe. You probably are, when you see this midsole, you're probably looking like, damn, that midsole look familiar. Well, this is kind of the midsole that you're starting to see on some of the new Yeezys that are out. I don't know the models like that because I'm not a Yeezy fan, but this is indeed the midsole that they're starting to put on some of those newer models of the Yeezy. So yes, you are familiar with the midsole because that Yeezy midsole came from this shoe. So this shoe is a game changer. It evolutionized, obviously, the style of some basketball shoes. This is, in my opinion, this is one of Adidas' best basketball signatures. There's been a couple. Chauncey Billups has had some hits, in my opinion, which I do have a pair from back. They oxidize and everything. Who else has some good ones? Derrick Rose has some good ones. I want to say Dwight Howard. I don't know if they ever gave him a signature, but I do remember Dwight Howard wearing some that did look pretty good. So, man, what's cool about this one is that they re-released this one about 10 years after it first released. So again, Kobe came in the game. This shoe came out in '97, and they re-released it in 2007 maybe, but they re-released it as the Crazy 8. So some of you guys might recognize this as the Crazy 8, but it was originally KB8 because by the time they re-released it, Kobe was then with Nike. So but you still see right before the toe box, you still see that 8 right there. If you can see, if I can get some good light sitting on that, you can still see the 8 right there. Okay. So it still has remnants of the original model for the most part. And this is the one where Kobe was he was starting to come into his own. This is the mini fro Kobe. So if you old enough, or at least have done enough research on Kobe, there was a time when he had the mini fro. This was the early days of the mini fro. And he did his thing. Lots of reverse tomahawk dunks and all types of stuff was done in this shoe. And you know, he played against Michael Jordan in this shoe. He had some good plays in this shoe. And again, this is just kind of going into just this being my favorite Kobe shoe of all time. It's always been the one that's appealed to me. It's the one that I feel like if I never had a Kobe shoe, if I had this shoe was enough for me, because this is the shoe that I love the most. And that is kind of like the reflection of my collection just in general. If I absolutely love the shoe and it's a particular colorway specifically, because this is what would be considered like an OG colorway. That would be all I would need. I wouldn't need a bunch of different colorways, because they dropped these in a bunch of different colorways, and I'll kind of throw up some pictures for you for you to see it. But they dropped these in a whole lot of colorways, but this has always been the one I wanted. Will I ever get other pairs? Maybe. But as long as I have this one, I am good. I'm good. I feel like I have exactly what I need, exactly what I want. And I'm interested to know if any of you guys have any crazy 8s. I'm interested to know that, because I know a lot of folks, they started to collect Kobe's in the Nike days. So a lot of folks may not even remember the Crazy 8 being a Kobe shoe. I'm sure you've seen the shoe, but you probably, there's a chance you may not have known it was his shoe. But you learned today. You learned today. But I will say, this is my way of contributing. Just thoughts, you know, with Kobe being in my thoughts, and everything that happened. Again, I didn't want to come on here and be, you know, sad and depressed about things. A celebration of life is to celebrate his legacy and some of the things that he left behind for us. And this is something that I have that kind of jump-started his career as far as his endorsements and his rise to superstardom. And I'm super proud. I've always been super proud to have this shoe, but I'm even more proud now because unfortunately we lost him. We lost him young, and he was even more young when this one came out. And we knew he would be good, but we didn't know just how good. And this shoe started a lot of what kind of built up the Kobe that we would later see, you know, within a 20-year career. I'm interested to see what do you guys think about the Crazy 8, the KB8. Do you have any colorways of this? Do you have this colorway? I also want to know, do you guys have any, you know, Kobe's in your collection that you would consider your favorite Kobe of all time? Or do you just have Kobe's that you just like the colorway and you just wanted to rock it? I mean, that's perfectly fine as well. But what perfect time to commemorate this man and his memory and celebrate him than talking sneakers like we do. You know, that means a lot to us, right? So somebody that was such an influence on the culture and the world of sports like Kobe, it's the perfect time to have this kind of discussion. This here, again, if you missed the memo, this is my favorite Kobe of all time. And I wanted to share with you, like I said. And I hope you guys would share with me what yours are. And if you don't even own it, if you don't own any Kobe's, let me know what's your favorite one that maybe you wanted to purchase, or you never got a chance to get around to purchasing it, or just one you always admired but you never planned to purchase. That's a thing too. That's a thing too, and I respect that. So without further ado, I'm gonna let you guys go and I'm gonna get out of here. But I just wanted to do this really quick and just talk on it, and I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. And until next time, royalty.